Good morning and welcome to another episode of the Trill League Fantasy Football Show. I'm your host, Bun B, the Trill OG, and I do fish, but not that often. Let's just say that. Alongside, of course, our esteemed commissioner, Dub J. Dub J, how you doing today, sir?
I'm good, man.
I would imagine you're doing great today because you came out with a W this week.
Oh, yeah. Not only because of that. I mean, I have other reasons. We'll speak on it a little bit later. But yeah,
I find it interesting that you're trying to downplay a W this week.
Oh, no. I'm happy. All victories, mean a lot. And then at the same time, I'm one step above, others. I'm not at the bottom as I was before. So, I don't know if any more wins will actually change my positioning, but, I feel I'm going to win again this week because I'm facing the same opponent, Killer Bees. So, my main goal after at least half the season was not to be at the bottom, meaning the very bottom, while the GOAT is at the top. So far, I'm accomplishing that mission.
And I find that interesting, Commissioner, that you find yourself playing the same person again this week.
Right.
I'm not really sure how you maneuvered or positioned yourself as such to play the person that has probably the weakest team in the league 2 weeks in a row, basically giving yourself these kind of victories. You said everything else.
No, yeah, except for the schedule.
Really?
Yeah, the schedule is automatically, just like the draft is automatic. You know what I mean? So it's random. The computer does all that.
Well, we're gonna test the limits of what the commissioner can and can't do. That's going to happen at a certain point during this show.
That's fine.
We don't have to get into that. We'll get into that when we bring our guest in.
That's fine.
And we'll talk about what the commissioner can, can't, should, or shouldn't do within this league. But let's go ahead and start off with your game, Commissioner.
Okay.
I know we said last week that we weren't going to go through a lot of these games, but people are still winning and losing games. And I know you want to acknowledge the fact that you won a game, but even more so that I lost a game. So let's go ahead and go through some of these matchups. So we're not just going to do the playoffs. Everybody's in some kind of quarterfinal or something. You know what I'm saying? Some people are going to end up in the toilet bowl. But let's take a look at this. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at this. This man had twice as much as his opposition.
Yeah, 145, dogged him. With his starting lineup, not slacking like he did a couple weeks, throughout the season. He actually had his people in there.
He had some of them. I mean, he still didn't have Harrison Jr. And he didn't start Kincaid. You know what I'm saying? If you're still running with Barner and Ishivis, that's waiver wire. That's streaming.
Yeah. No, that's coaching. That's his choice. He looked at his whole roster.
Well, I mean, he's streaming from the waiver wire. He's putting up the best people that he can get his hands on.
No, he's picking.
What do you mean? He's not. He's putting the worst people he can find and putting them on his team?
No.
Okay.
He's putting people that he thought was good or think is good on his team, and then he starts who he feel will give him the best chance to win. So that's coaching. That's on him. I mean, I've had situations like that where I picked up players and they dud it on me, So I wouldn't say that, they just waiver wire picks. Some of them are good picks.
Right.
It's just how they perform.
Well, we can see when your players performed. Of course, Purdy put up 30. Jacobs leaned on Denver. Woody Marks showed up, but I mean, he could have done a little better. Jennings has been performing every week.
Right.
In and out every week. He's been
consistent.
Performing. I mean, for a long time, I would say at least he might have been single top receiver on the team. Right. Everybody else was out for injuries. He was injured.
Right. And still
he played through injuries. Right. I know he played through a rib injury for sure. I think he had an ankle thing for a while, but he's been big dog. And I see he brought Chris Godwin in.
Right. Waiver wire. Picked him up off the waivers. See what I'm saying? Diamonds in the rough. And I started him over Emeka, which was my starting guy.
But I mean,
that I drafted. So,
but I mean, you're not crazy because I know you watch these things and you've seen that Emeka had been underperforming for the last couple of weeks.
Right. But I was crazy enough.
Tampa Bay has been looking a little different.
Yes. Ever since that injury with Baker.
With Baker.
Right. But that's the coaching situation. So like how you spoke on, waiver wire situation, I mean, he's a waiver wire guy that I literally just picked up. Emeka, I've been starting him, even though, you know, I'm thinking he was going to bounce back, but
Right.
yeah, he just didn't do his thing. So, yeah, I mean, I feel Killer Bees put up a good fight. He tried, you know, he did what he could do with what he had, and 71 points that's all you got, you know? Like, I just was happy that he actually set his whole lineup. So let me tell you a little bit about me. So I don't like taking advantage of people. So when I say that, meaning like Kiki spoke on it one time, a win on a guy that doesn't set his roster up, that's not a good victory to brag on and speak on like you did some when he didn't start his lineup. So that's why I really am happy that he actually did start his lineup. So, you know, Imano, best team win.
Got it. And he's still ahead of you.
Yes,
still ahead of us.
Yes,
as terrible as him not setting. Like there were weeks where he didn't even set a lineup, and there were weeks where we sweated.
Right.
Weeks where we sweated over who we could get at start, and we're still below him. I'm gonna get into something a little later too, which blew my mind. But let's go ahead and go to my. Well, let's not go to my game. We're gonna try to give. Are we gonna give Team Double Dose a little time to get here?
He said about 15 now.
All right, we'll come back to that game. Blitzmaster Andre versus Big Perk. And I got to see Perk this week. You know what I'm saying? I got to see Perk this week. And of course, he started Mahomes, which didn't work out too good for him. You know, I mean, look, I don't take any pride in somebody getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? Thanks. We always want to play people at the best of their ability. We want you to start your best players healthy so I can whoop the best of you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he did not have an opportunity to let Blitzmaster Andre beat the best of him. Right. Because the man went down. Now, to be fair, DJ Moore was a fair start. That thing went up. He ate during that game, but I mean, nobody showed up. Diggs didn't show up. I don't know what's going on, but they just spread that ball around so much in New England. You know what I'm saying? Because they got a quarterback, kind of like how Mahomes operated for many years. You know what I'm saying? He has the ability to get the ball to anybody on the field. So best man running the best route gets the rock. You know what I'm saying? The different setups. Obviously, it's going to be a size matchup. We're going to throw to Kelsey in the red zone and the end zone. Blah, blah, blah. Brees Hall, 5 points. I mean, Brees Hall, what are we even talking about? Kamani Vidal, 5 points. Hunter Henry, and I have Hunter Henry in other leagues, and I always start him. And Hunter Henry always have a couple of good weeks, but it's just never, never consistency. But again, he's another victim of how much the ball gets spread around. Cooper Kupp almost hit 10 points. I mean, I don't even know what this Cooper Kupp experiment is going to even look like next season. I mean, he's just not. I mean, I don't know who can really benefit from what he's doing right now. It's such a big, huge drop off from this guy being literally the number one receiver in the NFL. What, 3 years ago?
Right. Just had the injury and started getting traded, moving around, and
it might be. And I mean, look, the potential is there, but they're just not. There's no trust in him from the teams that are picking him up. Goff went big. Jared Goff went big against the Rams, which is, you know what I'm saying? The Rams normally don't even let people eat like that. The Rams still pulled out the victory, but Jared Goff, 35. It's crazy. Zay Flowers. I don't trust Zay Flowers.
Nope.
I tried to draft him, and it's just, you never know when you're getting it, and when you think to start him, he don't show up, and you put him back on the bench and he eat.
I agree.
Derrick Henry, what a year for him. Started strong and just been mediocre for the most part, considering the talent. I'm not saying he's a mediocre running back. He's a top tier running back, but the kind of performances he's been putting up have been a little bit mediocre. But they've had a lot going on with their team. And you look at the Colts, they're going to have that same situation where they've got arguably, number one running back in the game, but you don't have a competent quarterback that can spread that ball enough and switch up the offense enough to take advantage of it. Like that. So it's just going to be interesting. Other than Pearsall, who finally had a decent show up, I don't really know what's going on with Ricky Pearsall, to be honest. Fairbairn is a bet. That's a safe bet. Every week he's going to do numbers. And man, Andre put up some numbers, but it might be too little too late, my guy. Might be too little too late. And Perk, you got to see me this week. So you might chase B. How about that? I'm looking at your lineup. You might chase B. You know what I'm saying? So I'll see you in the trenches, my boy. Go Time Gary is continually barreling through this league, and he had to play the middle fingers who are not like they're not bums. No. They go hard, but I mean, Go Time Gary. And Go Time Gary starting Baker Mayfield. Right. And still is able to put up numbers and keep this kind of a record. You know what I'm saying? Bandit, my boy at Middle Fingers, 41 points from Bo Nix.
That's a good look. 27
points from B. John Robinson. But then you're getting 5 from Tyler Warren. You're getting 9 from Harvey. You're getting 4 from Lad McConkey. You know what I'm saying? Your kicker solid. Your defense, poo-poo. But that's what you get for starting anything Cowboys. Baker Mayfield put up 25 points. He had a decent game, but he could not get past Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins kind of gave them boys the business, I will say. Devontae Smith, it's going to be interesting to see what really happens with Devontae Smith. Is he going to be able to really put up some consistent numbers in these next couple of weeks? Because I know there's a couple of teams, specifically Go Time Gary, counting on him. Tad McMillan, I don't know if he's even going to start again this week. Because he's still on the sidelines. He hasn't practiced yet. Kyron Williams finally showed up for work. I like it. 21 points. Gainwell, who we've been shitting on Gainwell.
Right.
Gainwell's actually been coming through when he's needed to come through for his Pittsburgh team. You know what I'm saying? Almost 20 points. Jamar Chase finally starting to get some action over there in Cincinnati now that Joe Burrow's back. Right. I know he's happy to see that. 25 points. And the middle fingers, man, y'all was so close. It's very hard to lose with a 40-point performance. Right. It's very hard to lose, but it does happen. So we wish Go Time Gary the best going through these next couple of weeks.
Right.
It's for to show up and show out. I think we're going to get Gary next week. Hopefully, Gary, I don't want to wish nothing on nobody else, but I think it might be hard to get Gary if he loses this week.
Nah, you got to come.
So I don't want to pick a side. I don't have a dog in these races.
Right.
But I do want Gary on the show next week. But I think Gary is a man of honor. I think if Gary said he's going to show up next week and Gary loses, he will still show up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I hope he does.
Man, good luck to you going forward, and good luck to everybody going forward in the playoffs. Because I'm not. You know, I'm not going for. We're gonna leave that alone. Now, Mo City Bo versus Self-Made Players might have been the closest game of the week.
Yeah, very.
This one was crazy. The Don himself won by less than 2 points. Now let's look at that for a minute. Jalen Hurts, 30 points. It's not bad. 30, that's not a bad showing up. Rashee Rice, I think he's still kind of thrown off from that lick we gave him. He had 12 points. Devontae Adams, 11 points. Jahmyr Gibbs, that was a shock of the week. Jahmyr Gibbs getting under 10 points, which was bananas. I thought he could have done a little better, but this really shows you how strong this Rams defense is. Right. You know what I'm saying? We hear about the Texans, we hear about the Jags, but these Rams, as we go deeper into the playoffs in the real world, not just in fantasy football, well, as we get deeper, that's a very experienced team. That's an experienced coach. Those players are very tough to beat, and that defense is getting stronger as they go. The Rams are only going to become more and more formidable. So just watch McVay as he starts coaching up. Watch McVay. I know you like hearing this type of shit.
That's my squad.
I know you like hearing this type of shit. Y'all know, look, there's no way around it, man. Y'all look good this season. Y'all look amazing. He's definitely MVP status. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I think y'all go into the playoffs holding a very, very strong hand in y'all division.
I like the fact Corum's showing up. So now we got 2 top running backs for the squad. I like that.
Yeah, man. Devon Achane, he did okay, 18 points. I'm not mad at him. Pittsburgh defense came through. Let's look at this. I'm really shocked about this. You know, of course, he's going to start Lamar Jackson. He's held on to him, and he's got a soft spot in his heart for Jackson. And Jackson's getting a little better. He's getting his feet back up under him right now. Jefferson, 4 points.
Yeah.
That man is dying over there in Minnesota, bro. Like, he's slowly dying over there.
Right.
In Minnesota. This is a rough pill to swallow. Smith and Jigba, 20 points. That's not bad. I'm not mad at that.
Right.
I'm not mad at that. I thought they would have done a little bit better, but that was just a weird game. You know what I'm saying? That was just a weird game. Genty, 8 points. Hampton, 7.5. Johnson, 7 points. Wilson, as always, is showing up, and I think Wilson's going to have a big week coming up next week.
Yeah, definitely.
So if you got, but here's the one that broke everything, Myers. That's what broke everything. The Seattle kicker, 24 points.
Yeah, that's crucial.
That was crucial.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You squeaked through with a victory, my brother. He's going to take that into this postseason. He's in the quarterfinals. You got let's see what you do. Let's see what you do. I mean, he's in the semis this week, so
right.
Let's see what he does this week.
We got to talk about yours, man.
Huh?
I say we got to talk about yours. That was a close win. I mean, a close loss. Could have been a win, but that defense, man.
I mean, we were essentially tied at the start of this game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Going into this game, we were that same 10-point distance. I mean, look, I had the lineup.
Right.
I had the lineup, but you can't cry over spilled milk. Right. I was a victim to this Dolphins disaster of a team.
Yep,
you know what I'm saying? With all due respect, man, y'all, I think the Dolphins are not just the worst team right now in football. And that's saying something, saying that the Raiders are going to be in town this week. Right. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at the Dolphins over the last 25 years, bro, it's just you guys have really not been able to put a consistent product on the field. You know what I'm saying? And you find everybody else, and I watch this team play their ass off trying to keep Mike from getting fired. Mike finna go.
Right.
Mike's finna go.
They already replaced Tua.
I commend y'all for trying to play hard. Y'all had a 4-week span after people got fired. Y'all had a 4-week span. Y'all really tried to hold it together for Mike. And then, of course, it fell apart. It all fell apart. And I really hate to see it. Because they got the pieces. They got the pieces to put it together, but
I think it started with that quarterback.
It's Tua.
Start with the quarterback. Yeah, he got benched.
Yeah. No, Tua's down. He's down. They're going to sit him for the rest of the season, which is not much of a season left for them anyway.
Right.
But they got some big shit they're going to have to figure out for next year. They really got some things they got to figure out. Okay, let's go through this. Game. Matt Stafford, 25 points. Nico Collins, 28 points. Puka, damn near 30 points. And of course, the star of football / fantasy football last week. I didn't even realize I was playing him. He called me talking about how crazy this dude had win. I was like, oh, that's dope. I didn't even realize he was calling me to brag on me.
Shit.
Team double dose starting Kyle Pitts Sr., 47.6 points. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with that.
Right. And that was a Thursday night game.
Yeah, exactly. What most people take.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Thursday night games, and for me, are anti-start.
Right.
And finally, out of nowhere, Kyle Pitts actually shows up as who we've been expecting Kyle Pitts to show up as for years.
Right.
Does this continue from this point? Is this who Kyle Pitts is now?
Right. Time will tell.
You know what I'm saying? Because is Kirk Cousins even going to be throwing this ball much longer?
True.
You know what I'm saying?
That plays a part, that quarterback.
Right? So, I mean, does this tell more about Kirk Cousins, or does it tell more about Michael Penix?
I think just finding the consistency amongst each other, knowing like where you're going to be at, where I need to throw it. Once they get that continuity together, you know, they just got to keep it consistent. That's the key.
And I put up 38 with Cook. I put up 35.5 with Etienne.
Yeah.
And even got 21 out of Schultz, but they go these single digits. Christian Watson, but he got hurt. He got taken out. Right. I need him to come back this week. I'm going to be real. I need him to, but he ain't practiced yet. So we'll see. It's Thursday morning as we record this. So as of Wednesday, he still has not practiced. There's a couple of people that still hasn't practiced. So we got to see what they're going to do. Yeah. Slayton. I had BTJ.
Yeah,
could have started BTJ. I would have had support.
That's the interesting part I saw. But then I guess you did it because of the pairing with having Dart.
Absolutely.
Slayton. Right.
Absolutely. Okay. I thought he'd be feeding.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Being the number one target type.
It
was close. It was close. Like I say, your defense had some sacks on their opponent.
Yeah, in the first half of the first quarter. And then after that, it just they chopped that tree.
I believe after that interception he threw, it went downhill from there.
I think it's hard for these people to even get out there at this point to try to be competitive in these games. Right. People just try not to lay down fully.
Well, I think people will be surprised. That quarterback is a big key component to a team. So they bring energy and they drain energy. So the pieces are there. It's just how they go about, this next quarterback, is he going to be consistent? Is he good, accurate? And they could bounce back, maybe going forward with a good quarterback.
Yeah, but then they're going to have to, are they going to, so do they tank to try to draft something big?
I don't even know who they actually put in right now for a tour, so I don't know if he's.
Touring is some Owen something. I can't remember. I think his name is Owen. Or
is
something.
He like a rookie, or is he just somebody to fill in?
The fact that we don't know either of those things does not bode well for who this man is and what he has on his plate this week.
Yeah, it's not something that people are looking forward to seeing him play.
I would put my money back on old man Rivers before I put my money on this dude.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm being very honest. Look, I'll be very honest, right? I almost started old man Rivers. Then I realized I don't have time to play with this. I got to try to win some games. But I believe that old man Rivers was going to get through this game. I think he's from that school of quarterbacks where he can already see what the matchup is. And if Rivers he can push you off, he'll push you off. But other than that, the ball is gone.
Yeah,
right?
Rivers a beast.
That's the thing. Rivers. The ball is gone. No, look, he's learned more losing football games than most people have learned winning football games.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, to be fair, this dude is not a joke of a quarterback. He is a legend. I mean, he's right now currently being considered for the Hall of Fame. Like, the voting is about to happen right now. I think this game that he played actually bodes well for him.
Right, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So
definitely.
And here we go. We see Team Double Dose in the building. Congratulations, Team Double Dose.
Smile on his face. That's cool.
Well, we finished strong.
So we're bringing our kids to work today to show. Why you ain't bring them when you lost? I'm just curious. I'm just curious why you never brought your son to work when you lost.
He wasn't taking finals.
Your dad lost 7 games this season, and he didn't invite you to come up here and see none of this. All right, well, let's get to this last game, which will feature our guest today, who surprisingly took an L this week.
Right.
It hurt my heart. But let's get him on here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the GOAT!
What's good?
Obina, how are we today, my brother?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Feeling good. You have a bye week, so I'm good.
Well, man, thank you so much for showing up today. Obina, I have a question. Let me put this in perspective. The middle fingers, right? Bandit from the middle fingers. That's who brought me into fantasy football, right? That was the first league I played in. I played with him many years. And we've had some very tough games and seen ourselves in contentious positions. And not once have either of us treated each other in a way that this man chooses to treat you. Where does this animosity come from? Do you guys operate in this space as a league? I'm asking,
don't talk.
Because I don't hear this about Bo.
Yeah.
I don't see any of this attitude that he has for you from Mo City Bo. Where does all of this angst? Yeah, I'm using the big one. Where does this angst come from that our commissioner Dub J has for you?
So I'll be honest with you. First thing, I looked at your studio. I didn't see my picture on the wall. I know last time you talking about how he had knocked it down, which I really believe he did.
I didn't do it.
Yes,
I ain't had nothing to do it. I'm over here
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, Commissioner.
We got to talk to the production on that.
No.
I came here bright and early today trying to straighten up pictures. We had another one missing. I'm moving things around.
Let me catch this live right quick. Let me go ahead and catch this live right quick because when we didn't have the picture for the middle fingers, I was like, why we don't have his picture up there? Don't nobody know him? You got to get the picture. I went and got the picture. Did you go get the picture? You got pictures with the man. What are you talking about? You and him take pictures together, I'm sure, often, my boy.
I mean, I don't have nothing to do with his whole picture situation. That's the production team. Literally.
The production was responsible for getting that picture because that's not how it was told to me.
No,
we had to get my boy. I got my boy on the wall.
My partner was up there.
My partner been leaning. My partner record way better than me. I'm way sure he showed up.
I mean,
I put him on.
Only thing I could think of is, you started off shining on the wall and you ain't make it. You know, so maybe that's trying to tell you something in the future. I don't know.
I mean, second, here's another thing. I have in all the years, and I'm not obviously I haven't played as much as you guys have played. I'm sure. So you guys have played at least twice as long as I have played. But in my years, and I played in at least 6 different leagues. I've never seen any commissioner exercise the power to veto somebody's name. Where's that in the league rules that you always refer to, the rules and regulations? Can you show me where in here that it gives you the power to determine whether or not a person can call themselves something?
Oh, no, it's not determination through the app. That's a personal thing. Like
so it is true that our commissioner makes decisions in our league based on personal preferences.
For when it comes to
I just want to be sure that I'm hearing these things correctly.
Okay, I clearly give you my answer. When it comes to certain names, they have to be earned. Some things have to be earned, and that name has to be earned, which he still hasn't earned that name. You still haven't earned it.
What other names have to be earned? It can't just be GOAT. It can't just be GOAT and just be him. That can't be where you stand as a commissioner. What other names are not valid in this league? Because next season I might want to call myself something else. And I just need to know what your personal references are as far as names that I can call myself. So I don't get veto.
No, it's just greatest of all time. That's basically the only one that I could really think of currently that you got to earn that. I mean, times of what time?
When you say earn that, in what way do you mean earn that?
I mean, what you basing that off of?
No, it's not me. This is your personal preference.
Well, what are you basing it off of? The GOAT? Like, how do you? Yeah, let's talk to you.
Yeah, let's talk to me. Absolutely. So we get
we're gonna talk to the GOAT. How did you come up with your name?
So
like, where we get this GOAT from? Since you here, where we get this GOAT from?
So I'll tell you this. So you got to speak things into existence, which is one. So I'm speaking into existence. And I already told you when you started the league, I was coming in and I had a plan, and I'm so far close to the plan, and that's what's happening. So we'll see.
Did you come in with a plan, Commissioner? I'm just curious.
I came in a plan of setting the table for everybody to compete and let the best team win. That's why I created the league. But when it comes to names, you already know certain names have to be earned. I understand your plan, but it's a plan. Like, that name doesn't go with a plan. That name goes with something I have accomplished. I have accolades, so that's why I can call myself that. I could go back and show you why I am who I say I am. I don't see that with you. Because not even before the season starts. Right. But at the same time, how you gonna call yourself that when you were the commissioner of a league?
I say,
and then I won in your league.
So the thing is, and Warwick knows, I see his teams on his leagues all the time. So I know what his teams look like. I told him in the past, the team is not going to win. The team is not good. He sees what my teams look like. And when he had reached out to me and he was saying about being in this league, I told him, I said, well, I'm going to prove to you how good I actually am. Because he knows it. And I actually give him credit where credit is due. And I actually give him advice. And he doesn't take it. Sometimes he takes it. When he takes it, he wins. When he doesn't take it, he loses. I mean, you know what it is? It's not.
Okay. I'm not even laughing. None of this is funny. It explains everything about this man.
Explain this.
Everything.
When you were commissioner and you invited me into your league and I won first place in your league and you had to come bring me that money and you had the dude that I beat on the phone with you feeling some type of way because I won. Like, what was that all about? You ain't give me no advice then, so how we, like, what is advice?
He also didn't tell you what your name could be.
No, because I understand how this stuff works. I have to earn my name.
Well, you said certain names, so I need to know the other names.
We just gonna stick with name. GOAT. We gonna go GOAT. Now, you come with something next year that's kind of crazy, we'll approach that situation.
I don't think that you have the power to veto anybody's name. I don't think being a commissioner in the fantasy football league gives you the right to veto what people call themselves.
Okay.
That's not even a fucking thing.
Okay.
That's not even a thing. Like saying, no, you can't call yourself in this league. That's not even a thing. That's just how you feel.
Right.
And I want to stay in a professional space in the Trill League. I want to stay in a professional space, Commish. You got to quit bringing this. This is some shit that ain't got nothing to do with none of these niggas in the league. What? This is you and this man having this issue and you bringing it in, and we got to suffer.
Y'all
we got to deal.
What y'all suffering from?
The fact that we got to see this personal bullshit going on with you and him behind the name.
That's called
competition. Exactly what it is. It's personal. That's all it is.
Yeah, personal. It ain't got nothing to do with the sport. Ain't got nothing to do with the league. Ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But you brought this. I don't appreciate you bringing this personal shit. Well, we all just trying to have competitive fantasy football. And you and him over here with the name. And he leaned in it. He leaned in the league hard. So hard. I mean, first week buys and shit. Like, he leaned on the parameters that you set. I think the greatest moment.
Understand this.
I don't want to pick sides, but I need to see the look on your face. I need to see the look on your face when that trophy. And I'm buying the trophies. It's gonna be a nice trophy. I will tell you, it's gonna be a nice trophy. And that motherfucker say the GOAT on it. And well, you ain't getting it, so I don't know what you capping for. You ain't getting that bitch at all. We are not even. I don't even think we get invited to the game. I think we gotta watch that bitch from Buffalo Wild Wings or something. We gonna be at Twin Peaks. But look.
So hold on.
Go ahead.
So with that name, that's a personal thing. When you say veto, his name is on that. When he wanted to change it, we changed it. Now, personally,
you didn't welcome the change, and we had to have a conversation.
I ain't welcoming.
We had to have a whole conversation because it really shocked me.
As soon as everybody signed up, it's competition. It's go be personal. We trying to win. Like, it ain't no friendly. It ain't no cool. Hey man, let's go do this. Like, let's ain't got. We competing right now. We'll be friendly after this fantasy.
Everybody's name designates or connotates to a higher level. We all have names that try to, I'm saying the trillionaires, right? Mm-hmm. We're all on a higher level.
That's cool.
And I don't look like a trillionaire at all as I'm competing. So that's for me to look stupid if I fall on my face by saying, I'm this guy and I'm going to do that. And then it don't happen. Mm-hmm. You're upset because he didn't fall on his face. You did not want him to. You didn't want him to live up to GOAT status. That's one thing.
As soon as he said it, it ruffled feathers because he understands you have to earn that.
It ruffled one feather.
No,
the thing is you don't realize how bad Warwick wants me to lose. He wants me to lose.
I don't want you to lose. I want you to earn it.
It's really something personal that said. I call myself GOAT. Like I said, I've spoken to existence. I'm at the point to where I have a bye week. He doesn't like that. So even when he came on, he was like, oh, you lost last week. It was like, all right, yeah, I lost last week, but still. We moved.
You're gonna have to say, if that man win, you're gonna have to hold that trophy and say, our champion, the GOAT. That's what you're gonna have to say, and it's killing you.
Okay,
it's killing you. You know why I think it's killing Abita? Because he ain't call himself the GOAT when he won in your league, and he felt like he didn't have a big enough name to really satisfy his competitive edge. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you know this man is not a scrub in fantasy football.
That's why I brought him.
Right, and he called himself the GOAT.
Right.
Which put him in the corner. He painted himself in the corner. I don't know why you got so upset, because he got to live up to that.
You was upset too.
I was upset. I wasn't upset that he had to change.
I'll take it though. I'll take it. Like I
wanted to change his name.
No, you was upset about his name, and just like in episode 1, you was like, you gonna have to earn the G.
I got no problem with
the O.
No, I said that in the effects of how you chose him. The lettering came from because you didn't want to give him a letter.
You
didn't want to give him a letter, so I was like, okay, well, the man done earned GOAT 3 times. He done earned it 3 times.
But he got it before he
4
earned
letters
it. That's
in the
my
word.
whole point.
He done won. You can call himself the goddamn GOAT at this point, as many letters as he won.
That nigga ain't earned that shit. That nigga ain't earned it. He still ain't earned it. You still haven't earned it because you ain't won yet.
I think
you in first place.
I think you were concerned about his losses than your wins. Man, I think if you stop worrying about whether or not he was a GOAT, whether or not I can give a damn.
I'm trying to win for me. I'm up already. I won in his league, so if it's a me and him thing, I'm up
Man,
already.
I was in the league last year too, man.
You talking about something that nobody even see.
We don't want to be that old man at the bus stop talking about what we did back in the day.
No,
You don't want to be Al Bundy talking about the
no, that's the thing. If you went back in that same league last year, you feeling yourself because you know you just won, so you good, so you up. So whoever want to talk they noise to you, you gonna be like, dude,
who went in that league now?
He ain't even be commissioner. He stopped being commissioner after I won.
Nah, that's not true. That's not true. He always tries to make a story.
He ain't want to invite me no more. After I won, I got bamboo. Well, what they call it? When you get kicked out the league. Yeah, you just took me out the league. Why ain't in the league no more that you in? I mean, that you the commissioner.
I don't have that league anymore. It's gone.
So when did you stop? Is it after I won?
Yeah, that's neither here nor there. See, he's trying to bring up.
Let the man answer.
Y'all need to go on the phone. With all due respect, y'all need to take this shit to the phone.
Let the man answer.
This is gonna be half the goddamn show about a league we don't even play.
Okay. I mean, I just want to answer that part. But he go have a lot of talk time because he earned it. I mean, he at the top of the league, like you say, he been dominating. But since we here, I just want to know why. Like you were saying about
he don't dominate time of talking because Perk came on here. Perk was trash and took up damn near the whole show.
No, that was y'all conversating, you know what I mean? But all I'm asking, since we here, like I say, why didn't I get into the league after I won? Or why did you stop being the commissioner of the league after I won?
I don't want to talk about things that happened in the past. What we talk about is what's happening current. Currently, 11th place. All right, cool. In first place, cool. And we see it. So the league that we're in together, we see that you're not doing good. I'm doing good. That's what it is. So why we?
And that's cool. Like I say, as long as you earn your keep, you good with me. But all that, I'm the GOAT. I'm the greatest all the time. Before you even won the game, before the season start, I'm gonna feel some type of way. You know how I am. I'm gonna feel some type of way. I'm cut from the cloth where people earn their keep. So you earning it at this point.
You still feel some type of way to this point.
No, you earning it at this point. Like I told you, with all your wins,
as soon as he lose, you are standing on the sidelines ready to say, nigga, I told you wasn't to go. That's where we are right now. I think you focus more on his wins this season than you did on your losses. And maybe if you took the advice he told you to take, like you told me I could use some advice. I didn't take a lot of advice. And look where I'm at. You obviously didn't take advice from the GOAT. And look where you at right now.
Like I say, we've been knowing each other for years. We're both very competitive. So he didn't give me advice when I played in his league and I won in his league. So, but we ain't going to the past. You know what I mean? So don't leave that alone.
Don't bring this to the Christmas table.
So this.
Don't bring it because one of y'all gonna go by the other one's house.
What you know?
No. So this one I want to say. So I've been watching the show every week. And Bun has realized what's been going on between myself and Ward as far as him just being a hater. And that's what it is. So I'm glad that somebody's been able to see it from the outside looking in and is able to point to Ward and say, hey, this is what's going on. What do you have? Why is there animosity between yourself and the GOAT? It's like, I don't know what it is. I just sit back and let you say it. And then Ward sees, because he gets to see from outside to somebody feels the same way I feel. I'm not saying anything. I'm just going to go ahead and play. And hopefully I can win the championship. That's it. So I'll sit back. And then he'll have to respect it and say, okay, it's a reason why you call yourself the GOAT.
If it was set up like how it was initially set up, Team GOAT wouldn't be in there. He would have lost last week. Of the situation. The record. So the IDP individual defensive player league that I'm currently in with 12 players that only 4 teams go to the ship, I'm in the playoffs.
I'm in the playoffs.
That ain't no 4 teams go to the playoffs. That's 7 teams. I'm in 4 teams go to the playoffs, and I'm in there. So, yeah, that means a lot.
Damn.
It
To
means
who?
a lot. It means a lot to
Let me
those,
tell y'all something, man.
those that compete. Like you play video games. You play video games.
here at
You
the
got
Two Trills
beginner
Show.
level, you got modern level, and you got advanced. That's advanced level.
We here at the Two Trills Show do not co-sign any of the statements being made by our commissioner today. These are his and his alone. Don't nobody else here feel like he fit.
That's cool.
Just
I'm
so
an
we clear.
individual. That's cool.
Just so we clear. Being, thank you so much for coming in and really getting on this goddamn skin today. I appreciate it so much.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
have
I
a happy
appreciate it.
holiday, my man.